Hello and welcome to Lime Wedge Loge. On today's, rant with me. Oh wait, did I say Lime Wedge Loge or Lime Colored Rants? It's a little bit of both. It's Lime Colored Rants actually, but I was thinking while I was talking, and that's never good. But Lime Colored Rants, Lime Wedge Loge. Today I'm ranting about, you know, horrible fails in videos where it's just horrible, just like this one. That's actually not my original rant, but I was afraid no one would take me seriously afterwards, so I'm just gonna, horrible fails and rants, and talking, and playing video games, because, it's really annoying when that happens. This isn't one of the epically serious ones, even though it's gonna still go into the serious category, because another thing I hate, technical fails. Like, right, last video I did for about 8 minutes and had like 500 dropped frames, which I don't understand. 26 CPU usage, 25% physical memory, and for some reason my recording software can't even keep up with the 16 frames per second without dropping some. It's really sad. That's one fail. Another fails I've had is recording stuff. I didn't test the audio before I started recording, and those are now what I call my literal sound videos. Like, you can't hear me talking over the explosions. It's like you and me talking. Sorry I had to do that. Make a point. Okay, another thing I hate is when I accidentally hit the microphone. I'll be doing the hand gestures and bloop. Because right now I've got my hand over or under the computer propping it up because I've got, it has overheating problems when I try and record, but that's normal for me anyway. Because this computer is not fond of me recording anything, but it will learn to adapt. It will be the board. It will adapt. But another thing, me, I have sometimes whenever I'm trying to think and talk at the same time, I mess up words. I just say the wrong word, combine two words, do horrible stuff like that. Another thing I hate is how I don't look perfect. Usually my hair is more poof. Yeah, and then just think this thing over here. Another thing is, if I don't have a lot of lighting, I have to cut up my screen brightness and, it reflects on my face. But you see, this is what happens, and you'll see my computer screen. Not that there's any vital information on it that I should be worried about. Just my desktop screensaver and stuff. And, then you would see myself in the reflection, and then you'd see the reflection in the reflection and the reflection, and you'd have a paradox. But yeah, that's why I hate fails like that, because that really stinks. Another thing I hate is how it takes other work besides recording to, get stuff to YouTube. Like, if I ever do get a full version of something, I'll have to chop it up myself, which will take work. And right now with Bandicam's free 10-minute version, which I don't use Bandicam for recording my face because I don't like having that time limit, and usually debut or DBUT, whatever, works perfectly for, face recordings. But it hates video games. I've recorded something with it, and it really doesn't like it, and I can't record the game audio through debut. I did originally, but I had to have an external speaker and have it laying like right here in front of my face so it would play into the microphone, and that was just horrible and very stupid of me to try that. But Bandicam does it all in one. But with this, I don't need my computer sounds, and computer sounds would just take away, so this is fine. But I hate that. Well, all that, everything that doesn't work perfectly. I hate that. Not that I'm a perfectionist, but still. Other recording issues like that, like lag. I hate lag. But this isn't a very expensive computer. I mean, it was pretty good, and it is still pretty good, but it has, the basic graphics card. It is an i3, so yeah. But that's not my rant. My rant is about recording failures and, just failing while you're recording, and I'll have to think of a nice way to put that in only a few words for the title of this. And that's another thing I hate. Just recording issues like that, and, all the issues that come along with recording things. It just makes it very uncomfortable for everybody involved. Like, for me, I want one of those HD webcams, even though this is called Crystal Eye, because you'll still probably see it's not high definition everywhere. Even though, surprisingly, it hasn't dropped any frames yet. Let's see if we can get it to drop a few frames. No, I really don't want it to do that. I was just making a joke. But yeah, I just hate everything about that with recording and that. And some people will try and just be butts and ask, well, why do you do it? Because I like the actual recording. And I like the idea that someone's actually listening to me. And I just rant to myself. People say, look at him, oh, a crazy person, he's talking to himself. But when you do it and upload it to YouTube, you're suddenly sane. So, even though some of the greatest minds of history ranted to themselves, I'm not saying I am, but food for thought. But yeah, anything else I don't like, cutting videos up and having to watch through them to look for a title and tags and then uploading them. Because yeah, I need flunkies to do that for me. Monkeys, flunky monkeys. Slam dunky, go as the buzzer. Touchdown, 2-point conversion's good. The Washington Generals win the Super Bowl. Ha ha ha. And yes, I do horrible laughs like that. That's what bothers me too. Besides how my voice sounds to me and how it sounds on technology is completely two different things, and I don't like that. But yeah, I just hate everything about that. So, what can you do? And that's about it. What are your least favorite things about recording? What do you hate about recording? Do you record? Do you know? Do you like recording? Do you hate it? Do you do it just to make money, even though you probably won't make much money if you hate it? But yeah, tell me about it. Leave me a thumb up if you you agree with my problems. Leave me a thumbs down if you think I'm a horrible person and, should go die. Something like that. I actually had someone tell me, to go and die in 9/11. The funny thing to me was, I think they lived in Ireland or something. If you live in Ireland, you should be ashamed for your countrymen. But I know, and that's a joke. That is a joke, because I know plenty of Americans suck horribly. Some suck wonderfully, if you know what I mean. Sorry, horrible joke, scratch that out, edit it out. Not really, I'm not going to touch this video between now and I upload it. Well, actually, I'll move it from the folder that it's in, the recording folder, to my personal recordings folder so I can separate this stuff. But yeah, I'm just babbling in. Comment if you want to comment something else that I didn't mention, and if you are madly in love with me. Hey, I'm single. At time of recording, ****. Sometime in the future I may not be on it at all. And they live happily ever after. The end.